Okay. I think the stream is successfully up. Send out a notification to everybody. All right. We're just gonna wait for a couple more people before we get started. Hello, everybody, and good morning. It is very early for me right now, but I've got a lot of time to start doing some game development, so we're gonna start now. Hey, how can I type in my own chat? There we go. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me well? Okay, awesome. Just making sure. Okay, so we're gonna be making a game from scratch. So this little thing you're seeing right now is this project that I started making like I think like a month ago. It was a prototype for something that was supposed to be a bit greater. Also, the music is very loud. Sadly, I can't change that. There's no setting here. But this is a prototype I made a while ago for a game. It's got like everything you can actually think of. It's got, let me see if I can restart the game here. It's got like the inventory, it's got rain effects, all that cool stuff you'd expect in a game. But thing is, a lot of the code on this, it's not very pretty. It's kind of a pain to look at. So what I want to do is I want to make this again. I have all of the assets, of course, still. I want to make this again from scratch, and I want to do it really well. So that's what we're going to start doing today. I'll probably make videos on this, like devlog series, but for now, we're just going to start from scratch. So you guys kind of get a sense of what it's like to start making a game. Okay. Yo, we're gonna do the Ludum Dare. You know what? I've done some game jams in the past, but I've never really been like a huge fan of the Ludum Dare stuff. I mean, let me actually share a project, a game jam I did that you can actually play in the browser. It's really, really easy, and it's really funny as well. I was just the coder for this thing, but you can go check it out. I'll post that in chat. I think it's actually really fun. It was for the Jonas Tyroller Game Jam. We actually got in the top 10 out of like 1,000 people, so that was really cool. I think it was number 9, but you can definitely give that a play. A lot of people seem to like that one. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna get started making our game here. So obviously I've been game development for a while, so I've kind of built this library of code that I can just draw upon. I might do Ludum Dare and use Construct 3. I know one of the people who I'm making music for uses Construct 3, so I know it's a good engine. Currently working on a game for a school competition. That's awesome. Hope you do well on that. So here's what we're gonna do. I have about like 10 different cameras that I've created in the past. So, and the cameras work perfectly fine. So I think I'm just gonna steal the one that I had before, because that one's quite nice. What's pop? Hey, what's up? It's for the Game Got competition, and it's for grades 6 to 12. I didn't even know they did stuff like that. That's very cool. Alright, let's make her a player. Also, I want you guys' opinions on some of this art. Whoops, I just opened a page over there. I want your opinions on some of this player art. Let me open it up real quick. So I got this player run animation. I think it's pretty smooth. And let me grab the idle. It looks like a lot of frames, but it's just for the blinking. I remember back in the day using GameMaker Studio 1. Number 2, it is actually way better than it was before. Like I know a lot of people kind of knock on other people for using GameMaker Studio 2, but it's actually a really good engine now. Like actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you because the game that I just showed you. Let me pull it up again for the people who might have just joined in real quick. It was made with GameMaker Studio. So this project right here, I'm gonna go in full screen so you can see this properly. So this game, which has got the full inventory functionality, I made this font myself as well, by the way. So we're gonna be using that font too. It works really well. It's like a nice outline font that I can customize like the color of. It's got like equipment, like I can equip these boots. These are my developer boots that make me run super fast. And then I can equip like the weapons. You can see it equip on my back. And if I mouse over my player, you can kind of see it become transparent. But of course, that's not all. That would be very boring. I made this rudimentary dialogue system as well, so you can kind of see how that's working. It's kind of neat. You can add as many dialogues as you want. And can I hit the bell? No, I can't hit the bell in this version. But I also added this this map. So this is like the main feature of this game. This is probably what's gonna take like the longest to make. So this is like the world map. You can open this up and you can actually just like kind of use your mouse if you wanted to go through the map, or you can use the WASD keys. But you can click on these different areas and actually travel to those areas. And you can see all I have right now is this area, which has this kind of weird enemy, this red dude, just kind of going around. But yeah, the dialogue system is super smooth, and same with like the menu and everything. I can travel between the places. Yeah, if you ever see like squares that are just kind of moving left and right, that's usually a placeholder for something. I don't think I've seen many games that just have red squares moving from left to right. But thing is, it looks fantastic. I have a bunch of these cool developer keys. Like I can make it rain. This was like a big mess around for me. I just was like, okay, how many cool things can I try and code in this? Yeah, thank you so much. The art style has definitely evolved compared to the other games. Yeah, you can't go inside. Can't go inside. But yeah, it's very cool. The ambience and the sound, it all comes together well. But we're gonna create that from scratch again, and we're gonna do it better, because by God, the code base for that game was, it was not very good. Okay. Looks similar to Archvale, but with a different perspective. Archvale, that's the top-down RPG, if I'm correct. I think I saw a video on that a little while ago. Game looks amazing so far. Thank you. Some of the core stuff I haven't done yet, like coding the attack animations. That's gonna probably take a while. But I do agree. It's really incomparable to anything else that I've done. Okay, let's load up our player run animation and our idle animation. So how's everyone doing today? I forgot to ask that at the beginning of the stream. Miss making 2D games. I went from GameMaker to Roblox Studio. They have 0 2D support, sadly. Yeah, you know, I actually, believe it or not, one of the people who works on the you know, the Roblox interface, like when you log in and you're able to like find the list of all of the games, and he also works on the engine that is able to make the games. But apparently the guy lives like 5 minutes away from me, and we met because his son and my little brother are friends. Apparently it's some really obscure relationship, but believe it or not, I actually showed him. He came over to our house, and I actually showed him that game, which was so funny. Yes, it was a small world moment for sure. Yeah, it was really cool. but he's exactly what you would expect a programmer to be. He's got like the ponytail and the glasses, and he's very like upfront and blunt about but not it's not bad. It's a good thing because it's easy to talk to someone like that. All right, let's load up our player sprite here. Hello, Noah. Stereotype. Yeah. Believe it or not, some stereotypes do stem from the truth. All right, let's set up our player. So we're going to have vertical and horizontal speed. And gravity. A jump height. Also, I'm doing good. That's nice to hear. That's very nice to hear. It is a little buggy in some of the features in gameplay loops are a little forgiving. Yeah. Wait, I think I just missed a lot of stuff. For the run animation, maybe if you shaded the back leg, it would look better as it can't really see the full run cycle. Okay, let's give that a shot. So the back leg would be this one right here. Let's see if I can get a darker color maybe. We'll just give this a shot. It might not work. And let's do this in GameMaker because I already have imported the sprite. There's no reason why not to. What is your experience with GameMaker? I'm thinking of migrating from Unity. Well, it depends really. If you want to make 3D games, definitely stick with Unity because GameMaker Studio 2, although you can make 3D games, it's a little bit iffy. It doesn't really have very much support. But if you do want to make 2D games, I would actually say GameMaker Studio 2 is a little bit easier and better for that. But that's just my experience. So take from that what you will. Okay, let's see if we can get that shading down. I don't know how I want to do this. This might be a bit tricky for me. Although you might see like all the fancy art, I'm still not like the best pixel artist out there. Like it takes me some time sometimes to get stuff right. Like I think for now I'll just keep it the way it is, but I'll definitely take that feedback into account. Currently watching the stream. Nice. I want to get our platform physics up and running so we can start jumping around. Okay. We already have our player. I've created so many platformers. The main purpose would be the 2D features. Yes. Yeah, this has a lot of 2D features. GameMaker, you can do pretty much anything. Like what are some 2D features? There's just the running and jumping, which you can do in pretty much any engine. Then there's stuff like dialogue, enemies, which you can do. You can do GameMaker very easily. It's incredibly easy to do what I'm doing right now, which is make a state machine. And state machines are fantastic. Because I can if I want to go from my movement state to my swinging my sword state or something, I can just do it in one line of code, and I can organize it really well. Is it okay if Yeah, you can talk about whatever you want. This is supposed to be a chill stream. Okay. Alright. You know, I've always wanted to try doing controller support. I don't think I've ever tried doing that before. I don't own a controller, so I don't think I could, but if I could, I probably would. Okay. There we go. So that should actually allow us to move. Let's set our speed variable. Ooh, how fun. I agree. Learning GameMaker is easy, and there is a fair amount of resources. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on GameMaker. And also, if you didn't know, a while ago I said I was working on this project that was very anticipated, and that project is actually it's a Udemy course on GameMaker Studio. It's gonna be making a really nice looking platformer from scratch. So anyone who's maybe interested in that. In the next 3-4 months, I did some decent progress on it. I started only a few weeks ago, but I think it's compared to a lot of the resources out there, it provides some really great insight, and it's also more up to date than most other ones. Awesome. The game I'm making is called Planetary. It's a top-down space exploration game, but it's extremely simple. There's a limited play space. I think Game Maker is probably perfect for that, honestly. And between 4 to 7 planets to discover. All you do is discover a planet and land on the surface. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get moving though. So I'm going to execute my state, which is my movement script, and I'm also going to make it so that when we go right, our player animation also syncs up and we start running in the right direction. So let's do that. So if hspeed there we go. So that'll make ourselves run. And now let's also give ourselves some acceleration, which I have this whole set of physics scripts. Let me go and find them. This is the benefit of having coded for so long, is that there's just a certain point where you just have such, like, you've written so much code that a lot of it, that's like the base stuff, you don't have to do as much anymore because you've already done it better than you could redo it now. Let's go find some of that stuff. I believe I have it in Scrap Boy, which is another project that I cannot show you just yet. There we are, our friction script. And let's actually just also add our gravity script, which just actually applies gravity. I still have to make that myself. Yeah, having scripts and creating game templates like a platformer. Yes, I mainly did this because of, like game jams and stuff. If you do a lot of those, I'm not going to rewrite physics from the ground up like 10 times in a row. I mean, maybe the first 3 times just so I can learn how to do it. But, like, I'm sorry. I'm going to eventually, there's got to be a point where it's just mundane and kind of pointless. Okay, now where? Okay, I think that's actually it. Okay. So now, back into our movement state. Let's go and apply the friction. And also, actually, we're not going to apply gravity. I'm going to do that myself because I want to do some custom things here. That, which reminds us, we also have to create a solid object. Let's do that as well. And we'll create a sprite for this. So one of the cool things I like to do for collisions is, because I typically use tileset. There's a built-in code editor. Yes, there's a built-in code editor, and it is very, very good. It allows you to quickly compile and make changes. Okay, let me just resize this because I'm not doing 64 by 64 pixel art here. Too big for me. I'm more of a 16-bit kind of guy. Even though the houses are like 128 pixels, we'll just pretend they don't exist. Okay, so one of the things I like to do for collisions is I like to just make these little X's and kind of just make them a little bit opaque so I can kind of see the collisions a little bit better. And I don't have to, I can code them as objects instead of with a tile set because it's actually easier to do that. So I can say, if there's no solid beneath our feet, then we'll apply gravity. Else, we will not apply gravity. Okay. Wonderful. So let's actually go into our level. We'll call this inner circle. Okay. So let's place some of our solids down, and you can see why I take this approach now. So you can see that's our solid. These are like our hitboxes for our walls. And that's really easy to see especially when you have a tile set that's like being layered under it. And if we set this to invisible, when we run the game, you won't be able to see these collision tiles. So we'll just call this layer solids. And I'll put my player right there. Just kind of chilling. And actually, if we run, we should already be able to go left and right. Oh, actually, I think we forgot to assign a acceleration variable. Let's do that real quick. Okay, so let's go into our move state. Oh. Must have accidentally typed some random words there. All right. The details of why this build failed. Why did this build fail? Please tell me. Oh, do I not have any space left? That would suck. That would definitely suck. Although it's probably because I imported a camera from another game and didn't actually look at it, which would make more sense. Because I'm almost entirely sure that I changed the layers of non-existing backgrounds. Alright, there we go. What happens now? Let me actually just get rid of this entire thing. You can get it from the site or Steam. What do you get, GameMaker Studio? Yeah, they got a site online. You can just go there. You can get it for free. There's a free subscription option. That's all you really need. Get started. Okay. Let me just undo some stuff here. I think I accidentally did something wrong there. What? Wow. I don't understand the grammar there, but what are I doing? Well, that seems like a question you should ask yourself. What are you doing? My max is 32 by 32. Yeah, I can. It's just takes too long. You know? Like, it's just too big for pixel art. I'd rather just draw assets with like a drawing tablet. It's better that way. Okay, now can you function? Let me just try something real quick. I've had some errors lately. Let me just try compiling a blank project real quick. Okay, there we go. All right, wonderful. Let's bring back in our solid and our scripts as well. All right, let's head into our room. Let's place our player down. And let's also place our solids back down. Actually, I can just drag it like that. It's quite a good way of doing it. And let's also bring our movement script back. Okay, wonderful. Now we run. Oh, look at that. You can you can see. Let's bring our camera. Let's bring in our camera. I can't see a single thing in here. I don't know about you. Okay, I know stretching it is a good idea, but I like to just kind of, this looks so much cleaner. I'm very new to GameMaker. I'm curious, how much would it take to make a small RPG? Okay, emphasis on small. That is perfectly fine. You can start watching tutorials if you're new. There's nothing wrong with that. You can make a small RPG fairly quickly. I even if you're new, because the movement and like the physics for an RPG is essentially the same for a platformer. It's just you also go up and down. What was your process to get good at pixel art? I'm gonna be honest. It was just hard trial and error. Sometimes that's just what it takes. I don't think I ever did. Actually, no, that's not true. I think I did. I watched a lot of people do pixel art. If you want like inspiration, definitely look at other people's videos, because there's some incredibly talented pixel artists, game developers on YouTube that you should check out. All right, now let's fix up our camera so we can actually start seeing our player. Okay, and head back into our move state. We also are going to need to bring in our player run. So where are you? Art player. Oh, I can't. I'll import it as a GIF right here. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. And I also like to use the WASD keys for movement, so let's just do that as well. Can you do hold right while holding left move? Yes. So I'm technically moving. You can't see it, but I am moving. So let's actually turn the visuals on our solid on, because this is just a prototype right now. We've only just started. So we want to be able to see stuff. Okay. And I also only want to change my sprite when we're actually holding the movement key down. So let's do that and see what happens. Okay, great. And I'll add my movement script as well. And this movement script is fantastic. This is like, I use this so much in almost every single game. This script right here, it not only allows my player to move, but it also collides with tiles pixel perfectly with basically 0 errors. It's my go-to whenever I need to get collisions working. Oh, hey Artindi. Nice to see you here. Let's head back into our move state real quick. Save and run. So there we go. We have acceleration and movement. We don't look the right direction yet, but we can do that now. Okay. And let's actually create a variable that determines which direction we're looking as well. That way it's easier to keep track of stuff. I think I actually did that. Wait, let me hold up the thing where you hold the right and left. I think I specifically did that. I had even like a custom sprite animation for that. Let me open up this thing again. So if I hold, yeah, look. So if I'm going right in this game and I hold the A key, you can see the sprite changes, and I also start moving slower as well. So I do that. I did do that for this. I quite like doing that. I think it's a cool movement mechanic. Okay. And let's just quickly initialize this variable. Right there. Okay. And then we can make our player actually look in the direction that we're moving. There we go. And we'll also set our sprite to our idle if we're not moving. So under here, else sprite index SPR idle. So now if we run our game, run around, we do stop. However, we're gonna have to center our players in the bottom center. This is what I typically like doing. I like to center it not in the center of my player, but at the bottom. All right, wonderful. And actually, to make this more smooth, this is what I like to do. An animation end event. What games you have on Google Play? I don't have any games on Google Play, but plug moment, I do have one that's going to be released on Steam this month. It's called Bitlands, so make sure to go and check it out. Oh, I just realized I need to link that in the description of this video. Let me quickly do that. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to do a plug moment like that. I was waiting for the right opportunity. All right, let me just actually get the Steam page open so I can get the link. Okay. Bitlands on Steam. Here it is. Look at that. Glorious. You love to see it. Now, I completely forget how to share this. How do I share this with people? I think I have to get a natural link. There we go. There you go. Okay, let's actually get back to coding. I'm not going to just plug my previous stuff now. Okay, let's make sure that we have some smoothing on this run animation. And so once again, we want to kind of wait until the animation ends for us to go back to our idle state, and that gives us like a smooth transition with sprites. There is a bit of land you could explore in that game. That's why it's called the Pixel Land. No. Okay. Let's go back to our idle state. I also have no idea if that's going to work, so hopefully that will. Okay, that actually does work. Kind of. I think what I did was I had a transition frame. I had like a special thing where it was like once I stopped running, I would then have another animation to transition into the idle. Let's try that. Let's copy and paste this frame, and then we'll just trim it. Or actually, how about this? Let's import our player run animation again. And we shall delete all these nice frames. We'll leave these ones right here. So these will be the transition frames into our idle state so that it doesn't feel like an abrupt end anymore. Okay, and then we're going to say else if sprite index is not equal transition. And so that'll do, I hope. Okay, it does work. I just have to center it so we don't teleport to the bottom of the world. Okay, there we go. Yeah, see, look, now like there's a kind of like some ending frames there, so it's not as like an abrupt of a stop when you move. I think maybe we could actually make it look nicer. That frame is too much. We only need one frame. See, look, that just makes a huge difference. It's only one frame, but it actually makes like you don't just like stop immediately. It's just like that one extra frame, which looks really nice. Okay, let's also fix our camera. I'm not sure why it's deciding to go all the way down. Minus 24. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. I promise. See, now that's more like it. Next, let's go and let's make our player jump, because can't be a platformer without a jumping player. I think we all know that by now. Okay. Believe it or not, jumping is very easy. We'll just say if space v speed equals jump height. It's really it's not that complicated with the setup that I've got. Is there a better way to handle the transitions? I mean, it's really there's no set way to do it. There's like a million ways you could do it, but like if you really wanted to, you could have like if you were making like a super professional thing where you want it to be like the perfect movement, you could have like, since I have 8 frames of this run animation, what you could do is for each frame you could be like, okay, when we stop pressing our run key, let's check which frame we're at, and depending on which frame we're at, we're going to go into our run transition frame, and then we're going to specify where we want to start in the run transition. So you could get like pixel perfect and frame perfect transitions like that. But that's a lot of work for very little payoff, and that's not. We're just starting. We're making the prototype here. We're not going crazy. All right, and we also have to make sure we're on the ground when we jump. Otherwise, if we press space in the air, we'll just start flying. So right here. B speed. I don't know what that would be. our bounce speed. I don't even know. Okay. And we also want to have a control jump. So this will kind of make it so when we just press our jump key just a tiny bit, we will jump only a tiny bit. So we check released VK space. And if keyboard, oh, we don't have to do that because we already have. If control jump v speed equals -2. So let's give this a shot. I hope this will look nice. Okay, there we go. We can still fly, which is a problem, but we are able to jump now. Oh, and also, to make sure our player is always on the ground, we can create a variable that determines whether or not we're on the ground. We'll say on ground equals true. There we go. And we'll also say y equals round y. There we go. And we also want to say and V speed is less than 0. Oh, sorry, less than -2. And also, we jumped really high. Good lord. Let's take our player down a notch. Okay, there we go. And there we go. We have our jump controller. Look at that. It only took us like half an hour. We got this really nice setup. Although we still jump really high. What happens if we jump off the edge into the void? Let's do it. Well, thank you guys for watching. Oh. Okay, what do we want to do next? Let's add the jumping sprites. I already have those as well. SPR player jump. There's our jump. And there's our fall animation. We got them both. Also, just a quick question for everybody. Do we want to do some music later? Compose some music after a little bit? I think that'd be quite fun. Alrighty, let's code our jumping while I wait for a response. If vSpeed is greater than 0, else sprite index equals SPR, jump, sprite index equals SPR, player fall. If image index is greater than 1, image speed equals 0. No, please no music. There can be no joy in Mary here. I agree. This is we're just doing hardcore programming, machine learning, AI. You know, we're programming it in C. We're gonna access memory. We're gonna have memory leaks. It's gonna be horrible. You should leave the stream now before it gets too crazy. Okay. Gonna scare all my viewers. Please stay, don't go. Actually, yeah, I probably do bit music. It's quite fun to get live feedback. Okay, so I'm hoping this is going to. I don't know what the best way to do this is. Oh, actually, I think I do. Image speed equals 0, image index equals 1. So what I'm doing right now is I'm making sure that we have a jump sprite. So when we jump up, we have an animation that plays, but when we fall down, it transitions to the falling animation. And I want to make sure that it syncs correctly. So that's what I'm doing right here. Will it work? Probably not. It doesn't work. Okay. Oh, you know what we gotta do? We gotta make ourselves a player hitbox. Let's do that. Can I edit the mask, maybe? Let's make a sprite for the mask, actually. SPR. Player mask. Delete the 17 blinking animation frames. Okay. And that's our mask. Let's also make sure the jump and fall animations are centered correctly. And let's actually apply our player mask. Boom. So I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure this isn't supposed to be happening. Hey, quick question. Since you mod Terraria, what is the best way to increase wing time via buff? I have no clue. I don't think I've ever done something like that. I never made wings. This is centered correctly. Oh, you know what it is? Where is it? It's this. Okay, they are not centered correctly. That one is like this. And jump one. Oh, whoops. That should be bottom center. Otherwise that just looks insane. We're like going through walls. Okay. See, there we go. That's what I wanted. So you can kind of see how that works now. It's a little bit slow. Actually, no, it's not that slow actually at all. But we have the nice little run, that one frame to transition to the idle. What are you making? Okay, so I'll run this again. I just have it here. So I made this prototype for a game a while back, but I want to remake it again from scratch because the code base is just so awful. Although it looks really great, it looks like it's really smooth and clean. But trust me, behind the wheel, it was such a nightmare. This is what it looks like. This is way more polished in terms of the movement. Like you can see, the movement and the transitions are way better. Obviously we'll work on this more, but this is what it looked like before. I need to remake this so I don't have like, I'm not even joking, I'm pretty sure for this map where you're scrolling around here and like traveling to the different areas, there's like 3,000 lines of code. I don't even know how much it was, but it was way too much. It was not okay. So I needed to restart. I'm better as a programmer now, so I think it's time to give it a proper shot. So we're restarting again. Yeah. And you know, fun story on Bitlands. If you know that Critter Journal thing, where you have like all the list of all the badges and whatnot, that was such like I can't even describe how awful that was. I went in recently and fixed it up because I needed to add scrolling functionality and stuff. But I mean, I'm okay with the fact that it was bad because I had done it like a year and a half ago. But oh my god, that was like it was like over 1,000 lines in it was like in one little open thing like this is right now. It was impossible to read. I just like I was getting such a headache. I literally I control A and then just deleted the entire thing because I could not deal with it. And then I remade the same thing in only 150 lines, and it also had scrolling functionality, and it worked better. So I mean, I guess that just goes to show, it's like you can really achieve the same thing in more efficient code. So by from scratch, mostly from scratch, yeah. I have the assets. I have some of the assets. I'll probably be remaking them. but I do have at least the player assets. But you know, from scratch sounds more professional. Let's be honest. Okay, well, after that tangent, I just forgot what I was doing. Where am I? Who am I? Okay, there we go. Longest line was a train generator. 1,400. Ah! Such bad memories. But also, very endearing at the same time. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you can look back on it and you're doing better, that just means that you've grown, and you're better now. It's a good sign. Okay, we'll stick with that for now. I'm okay with this. Although the gravity is a little bit light to me. Let's put some more gravity. Still too much. Original was 1,500, now it's 500. That's amazing. I'd love to hear that. It's so satisfying. That's the best part about code, is when you do something and it works the exact way you envisioned it. Okay, that's a bit more of a clean jump. We'll keep that the way it is for now. Although we will be remaking the tile set. I think I need to do that actually right now. But I like the color palette that I used. I can't help myself. I also think the tiles might have been messed up. Yeah, this is what the tile looks like. The stones appear to have been stretched. Interesting. Let's create a palette from this. All right. Tile set 101. Not that I know a single thing about. Actually, that's not true. I'm slowly getting better at tile sets. So these colors are what I want. I do want to have a similar vibe to what I had before. Whenever I'm making something with C++ and my SFML, my code just becomes messier and messier. Have I had a coyote time? No, I haven't added coyote time yet in this. But it is in Bitlands, which you can get on Steam. No, I'm not going to plug it again. But we'll add coyote time once we actually have platforms. Well, I mean, the thing is when you're optimizing code is that, like, I don't know how to say this. Although it's like it's in less code, it's not necessarily that it might run better. Although that is a big bonus, it's also just about readability. Like if you want to change something and you have to go through 1,500 lines of code, like you're gonna be sitting there for like a solid minute or two before you find the line that you just want to change. I made a game once where everything in the entire game was all on a 2,000 long. Why would you do that to yourself? Artindi. I can't believe this. You're supposed to be the Godot master. Come on. Yeah. I think I'll just chill with this. Although I quite like the look and feel of that. You know, it does look really nice. And actually, let's make a tile set right now. Let's also organize our stuff. All the player files. Get in there. Alright, incomplete tile set, but all I need is one tile for now, just so I can just add the tile functionality. Let's create a tile set. Tile. Stone. And we'll create a tile layer. So this is probably the best part. Anyone who's like, I know some people were asking earlier about why GameMaker was good for 2D stuff. This is why. The new tile set system that they have is incredible. They've got this amazing auto tile feature you can use as well if you want. Oh, you know what? I need to have a solid. It just looks like that. It's so easy to just paint tiles with this thing. I can increase the brush size as well to like something crazy. Given the fluffy potatoes. Yeah, I don't know if I'm in a Discord server that's called that, but you never know. So look, you can kind of see what it would look like with a tile set. And if we turn the visibility off on the solids, we run the game, you can kind of, you can see, look, we're running on solids now. It's fantastic. And let's also just add a background just for the heck of it. just so we can see stuff more clearly. Look at that. This is so nice. Okay. Although I don't like how the feet are clipping into the... It's like, it's sub-pixel, but I don't know if you can really see it. But the feet are kind of weirdly positioned on the ground. Let's fix that. Let's also comment our code. If we're on the ground. If we're in the air. So I know. Yeah, I found it out. It looks really good. Good luck with the project. Yeah, I think that you can actually, if you want, you can play the... There's really nothing to play, but I think I made a private, or maybe it's public on my itch.io. You can download that that project. I think it's private. You have to go to the Discord and become a game tester. But that file that I showed you is available for download. Good luck with the project. Thank you very much. I wanted to test my limits. I wanted to go crazy. I want to code all of the things that I couldn't do before, because now I can do them actually properly and efficiently. So stuff like the layering of backgrounds, that was a huge thing. Getting the blur effects to work and like all the particles, that was another huge thing. And of course the world map. That was like, that's my favorite thing I think I've ever coded. The ability to open a world map and like just navigate through it and actually travel to those areas. It was so cool. Okay. Whenever I start talking, I lose track of what I'm doing. This is the downside of coding while you're streaming. I want to interact, but at the same time, if I do, I lose focus. Okay, so we wanted to fix the feet clipping. What if I do this? What's gonna happen? That's not what I want. I can multitask. Yeah, it is weird because like I will say while I'm streaming already, there are moments where I've just been looking, because I'm really lucky in the sense that I have like, look, I got it open on the second monitor. I'm really lucky that I have a second monitor. You made the map myself. Yeah, the map is a sprite. Let me open it up. I got a file of a bunch of the sprites for this thing. Look, this is the world map. It's hard to see, but here it is. It's the world map. That's all I have. It's still very early on, but yeah, it's a world map. Then you got like the map open and close. You made the map yourself with the code. Yeah. Yeah. I make all of this stuff is stuff that I've made from scratch. I've technically already made this game, which is why like you saw me in the span of like half an hour immediately do the movement, because I already knew I already had an idea of what I wanted. Nice. Is your next game? It could be. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know, I got this. He's such a good musician. Straight Up Gruntled. He's a game developer, and actor. Surprisingly, he's not that old, but also a musician. And he's helping me out with the music. Let me see if I can grab some of his stuff. Let's show you. I don't know if you can hear that, but this is gonna be that theme for that town area, which is like your home area. The whole vibe is gonna be like a very I guess somber kind of vibe, very moody. It's one of the reasons why I've never quit a lie before. Too hard to focus. Yes, this is why this is the perfect way for me to do it, because I've already technically made the game, kind of. So it's more autopilot. People would see how bad. Yeah, that's true. And also, it is awkward because if you get something wrong, you're like, all right, let's go run our game and let's start jumping around. And then it's just, you can't do anything and it just completely fails. And then you're like, wait a minute. And then it's just like you silence, kind of leaning in, looking at your monitor, squinting your eyes, trying to find where the error is. Like frantically. Okay. Is it just me? Or are the collisions like off a little bit? That's how it should look. I guess it's fine then. Maybe I was overanalyzing? Probably. Okay, so player physics up and running. Check. Collisions, check. Should I do the tile set is the question now. Nah. I'll do that later. Procrastinate already in the first half an hour. You know, I might try doing the dialogue. Oh, and also, sorry, Clemonades, yeah. It's really great to see you in the stream. I want to show you what the game looks like. Because I'm really happy with how the prototype looked. If I can find it, the darn thing. It's on my desktop somewhere. Here we are. So this is what it looked like when it was in the really polished area. This is what it looked like. Oh, stairs. That's what it is. That's what I need to do next. I need to add the going upstairs functionality. But this is what I meant by the world map. It's pretty neat. So going upstairs, we need to make the stair sprite for that. I think it's very specific the way this is done. Eesh, that looks kind of weird. Maybe just 3 steps instead of 4. Look nicer. So, yeah, I woke up. This is the first thing I'm basically doing today. So that's probably why I'm full of energy right now. But trust me, come 7 o'clock at night, it'll be a different story. I don't... It's difficult. I don't really know what I want to do for this. Do I go for 3 stairs, or do I go for just... I think this should be fine. That looks fine to me. Let's fill that in. And we'll make like variants as well for the tile sets, kind of like I had here, where there are different, like the moss on it and stuff. Oh, had a. Do I have like a fill thing on? What's going on here? Like, look, I got like this. Am I just imagining? No, I'm imagining. Okay. There we go. This is definitely what I wanted. And we'll put the highlights right here. Perfect. And also, quick question. I have a lot of time to stream now because I'm currently on my gap year before I go to college. So, is anyone interested in me streaming maybe some Terraria? Since I make mods for that. I think it could be fun. Oh, okay. This is like a nice transition tile. So maybe this can be the base tile. I don't know. Okay, awesome. That's all I needed to hear. Okay. Yeah, you know what? The stairs need to be only in 3s. Oh, you know what I really want to do? So, I don't know if you guys know, but literally just 2 weeks ago, it was my birthday. I turned 19. And for a present, this is how you can tell I'm an absolute nerd. Is for a present, I literally asked for cello lessons. And so I went out and yeah, just like playing Terraria. So I went out we have a really great, I didn't even know this, but we have a really great violin and like string shop down near where I live. And I went down there and I rented a cello and I got cello lessons and I've taken 2 lessons and I gotta say the instrument sounds so nice. You know, my teacher is great. Love that guy. He's really good. And even smaller world, because obviously I'm gonna tell the guy like, hey, like I sometimes share my music with him as well, but we were chatting about just about music in general, and one of the people he went to music school with, if you know World of Warcraft, there's some solo cello music in that, and the guy that he was in school with, he performed that and recorded it for them, which is so cool. Another small world moment. Just goes to show you just talk to people and you might just find someone who's really interesting. You really never know. All right. See, that looks pretty good. I think I'm okay with this for now. It's a very basic tile set. And you know what? Let's actually I need to make this larger. because I want to mirror it so I can have both like that. Okay, so you would watch that. Okay, that's good to know. I might just do that in my Discord. I don't think I'd stream it on YouTube. Maybe on Twitch. I'll think about it. Okay, now if we go into our tiles, we have... there we go. That's what I wanted. Also, these... This sprite is kind of bothering me. Can't see the whole thing. There we go. And now if I want to go down, I can just do that. And actually, you know what? I bet it would look smoother like this. Let's make sure we save that in our Sprite file as well. Oh, we can actually fit this into in a better way. Like this. Uh-oh. Why is it off? Alright, once I'm done doing a little bit more work on this tile set, I think we'll do some music. I'll bring up my cello, because it records quite well in the microphone. I tried it out. It's not as bad as you expect. Okay. And then we'll have kind of like an in-between. Actually, you know what? Let's just get rid of that whole thing entirely. Just do that. Look at that. Professional tile set maker. I wish. There we go. That's really all we need, though. Because we have our center tile. And then we have our stair tiles. Ooh, that doesn't look so great. Did I miss something here? Oh. Yeah. That's why. Okay. Thought I missed a tile. Nice. We can all say cello to your cello. You know, I've been thinking about naming my cello. What do you think I should name my cello? I was thinking something along the lines of like Jerry. Jerry if it's a male. Although maybe a gender neutral name, because I don't think a cello is gonna have a gender. What am I talking about? I feel like I've lost my mind sometimes. You say goodbye, and I say cello. Ah, yes. The infamous tile set not updating. Let's actually save this in a new folder. Tile sets. Stone tile. Eduardo Alberto Kensington III. I think that's a little bit too... What's the word? Long. Okay, let's re-import this sprite. You know, I think it's a miracle that we've even gotten anything done today. See, that's what I was talking about. That collision looks... It's like a weird 2.5D. It's not even intentional. That's a bug. Why is that happening? Please. Oh, there we go. That's why. The collision box was based on the sprite, not the actual size of the image. Meeting. That'll lock us to the ground. Yeah, there we go. So that makes our feet always touch pixel perfect on the ground. You say goodbye to cello. How long have you been playing cello? Literally 2 weeks, okay? I just started. My birthday was back in the 24th of March. How about Joe? Joe sounds nice. Joe's a good name. You know what? We'll figure it out. Maybe you have to hear it before we name it. I think that's probably what we have to do. Look at that. Although there are no collisions, we just fall through the world. That's fine. We can just grab some more solids. Make sure everything is organized and named correctly. Okay. For the stairs, that'll be another story. Probably a human name, because cellos sound like humans. Okay. I don't think I've heard that one before. I play other string instruments. I played the guitar. Actually, you know what? I have a guitar right here. Let me go grab it. Where's my guitar pick? Don't tell me I lost it. I don't need it. Oh, wait, there it is. It's on my mouse. Why is it on my mouse? I've been touching it this whole time without realizing it. Cellos are the closest instrument to mimicking the human singing voice. Really? I didn't know that. Alright, I got the guitar. I don't know how well you can hear this. Failing at game development. Trying to make a tile set. Collisions won't work anymore. Maybe one day I'll make a meme music video that's just about failing game development. It's got a nice guitar tune. But yeah, I love playing the guitar. It's great. Anyways, I am honestly getting carried away. I'm gonna put that stuff over there. Indie dev music to study to. Not a bad idea. I'm just gonna casually go back to making stairs. But now I want to do. Now I want to get the cello. Now that I started. Okay, I'll just make the stair hitbox and then I'll go get it. There we go. That should be good. I hope. Yeah. Sorry for this question, but is it possible to make a game without engine? Absolutely. I think my dad made like a really bad version of Pac-Man in the command prompt. So I mean, it's possible. It just is harder, I guess. Oh yeah, best graphics. Just the red outline style. Don't think I've seen that in a game before. Let's actually make that a bit opaque so I can see better. Parent that to the solid. Oh hey Jay Hunter. We're about okay. We're about to pull out the cello. I'm gonna see if I can play that motif. I haven't tried it. But I'm gonna see if I can play the motif from your game. I just gotta. Oh god, I don't even know how to. I forgot how to do the stairs. Let's go. Love the cello. Thanks for answering. I just wondered, but then I thought, wait, I'm not Relogic. I don't actually know the history of Terraria. I think it was made in like a really obscure language. I heard that somewhere online. It was coded in like some weird. I don't remember, but it was not like a mainstream language at all. You can if you're a solo dev. Actually, that's a great idea. Yeah, making your own engine is definitely more for if you're really computer science oriented. Then it's probably a good idea to learn. But yeah, I don't know. Sounds cool though. It does sound like it could be an educational experience. Oh, stairs on left. Okay, so we're gonna go up the stairs. What's the size of the step? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, not quite what I wanted. Oh, because we didn't put the thing to precise on the collision, so it is still technically a block. Okay. Collision type precise. Let's give that a shot. Oh, we almost had it. We can go up the stairs. try that. Hopefully that'll work. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That, honestly, I thought the stairs were going to take longer, so we can go upstairs now. That's great. It's a little bit, it's a bit buggy. Don't know how I feel about that. Let's have some fail safes. So if we get stuck in a solid object, we'll get ourselves out of it. It's like that. That is an issue. Really cool game, Dave. I've been watching for a year now. Oh wow, you have a year long. That's awesome. Thank you so much. All right, I think it's time. I want to break the cello out. Although I'm gonna sound awful, I think it's time. Yeah, I'll work on the stairs later. I've almost got it down. Break the cello out, but don't break the cello. Trust me, I'm not breaking that thing. It's a rental. Say goodbye to my wallet if I end up breaking it. I'm already lucky enough I got it as a gift for my birthday. I'm not gonna take it for granted. All right, I'm gonna go grab it. Hello. Sorry, I had to go downstairs to get it. I don't know how well you can hear me. I'm almost back. Okay. Okay, I gotta hold on a sec. People sometimes forget it's a big instrument. Get myself some space first. What's chat saying? I'm hype. You're hyped. Your ears are gonna bleed probably. The next Yo-Yo Ma. Legend of Riptide. Oh my god, the Legend of Riptide. I haven't thought about that in like 3 years. Okay, I got it. It's here. I don't know how this is gonna sound. Let me actually quickly put some rosin on this thing. It's been like way too long. Okay. This is the most physical stream I think I've ever done. I'm like getting up every 10 minutes. All right. Tighten the bow. Do you know that apparently the best way to store a cello is to put it on its side and lie it on the ground. Apparently that's the best way to do it. That's what my teacher and everyone's been telling me. All right. I think I'm ready to give it a shot. Although it's not tuned, I may have to go and tune it very quickly. Oh my god! I need to get my phone. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so I need to get the guitar. I have a tuning app that also helps me tune the cello. Put my headset on and okay, cello is in hand. You should be able to hear this. That's just me plucking. Okay. Let me tune this. Cello. C, G, D, A. That is. Perfect. Okay, C. Just a little bit out of tune. There we go. Now the D string. I do know who Yoma is. I've heard of it. I don't actually know. I don't remember now. Explain to me. Teach me. Okay, needs to be tuned up a little bit. Okay, and all right, we're in tune. Okay. Can you hear that? Is that like coming through the microphone all right? Don't know how well that is being picked up. Megalovania? I don't even know how to... Dude, that's too... I don't think I can even try to play that. I'm not even gonna try. I've only been playing for 2 weeks, so I don't fully know. I don't even have the hand positions down yet. That's... I don't know if Jay Hunter, you're still here, but that's kind of the theme. Start playing the Hollow Knight. Not bad. Yo-Yo Ma would be proud. Now I gotta look this up now. Yo-Yo Ma is the greatest cello. Oh, I didn't even see that. The world's greatest cello player, still alive. He played cello in many great movie soundtracks and Steven Spielberg movies. Wow, I'm glad I know him now. It's probably good information to know. Yeah, we're gonna pull out the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Oh my god. Hopefully in a few months from now I'll be able to do more quicker advanced melodies. But for now, keep it basic. Let's open up FL. This human being is playing cello. I am a human, and I am playing the cello. So both those statements are correct. And you know, if I do this, oh, there's some overlapping there. Only the loyal viewers will sit and watch and listen to this. But I can record this in FL. Oh, it's got reverb. Let me be quiet. May or may not have just dropped the instrument. Okay, let's see what that sounds like. It's not bad, you know. The microphone I have is pretty good for recording that kind of stuff. Now I just need to be actually good at the cello. But you know what? Practice every day. Work hard every day. And you too can achieve your dreams. Is what I'd say if I were an inspirational YouTube channel. But nope. Let's make some other music. Not bad. I don't know any mod yo-yos. Is this like from a Terraria mod? Oh wait, I'm sorry, I didn't know. That's funny. Oh, are we gonna make the It's Hard to Be a Game Developer song on guitar? That's such a good stream idea. I kind of want to do that. Okay. All right. let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get the guitar. Okay. And we're gonna record this. Like so. One, two, three, four. Wait, let me bring them closer. Okay, we're gonna use that, and we're gonna record. We got the guitar down. That's what it sounds like with some reverb. We'll do some mixing with it as well. Sadly, I don't have an acoustic guitar. I'm really peeved about that, because it would sound so much better recording if I did. Oh no, is this gonna become a singing stream? Am I gonna have to sing on stream? It might end up being like that. I am Guitar Gang. But not FL Studio Gang. I use Ableton. Ableton is good. I've heard great things about Ableton. You don't hear FL audio? Yeah, okay, so that's because I have to do this. Hold on. You should be able to hear it now. Yeah, there we go. It's so weird because if you can hear my voice. Like if I do this and then I add reverb, then it's really funky. So I might have to what do I do? Actually, pro idea. What if I turn off my Focusrite and then you just hear me through FL Studio? Oh, that's actually big brain. Yep. Oh wait, that's not gonna work. Got a predicament here. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye, Artindi. Game development is hard to do by yourself. Game development is hard to do by yourself. Let me go back to FL. There we go. Game development is hard. That sounds so awful. The perfect harmony. Game. Oh, I didn't even record. It's rigged. Game development. Game development. Development. Game development. Development. It's a bit off. Development. How's that for a harmony? Development. It could be worse, let's be honest. It's not too bad. Let me try something. Game. Development. 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 You know, it's moments like these where you kind of just question your life choices. Like, what am I doing here right now? Is there a purpose to what I'm doing? There's no reason. There's no reason for me to do this. This was supposed to be making a game from scratch, and now it just turned into me complaining that it's hard to make a game. Development. This is also off time. Development. Development. You know what? It is funny. Let's be honest. It is funny to listen to this. Let's see if I can actually do some other stuff. You know what? That's what you get. That's what happens when you follow me on YouTube. This is what you're gonna get. You know what I might actually do? I got a whole plethora of instruments. I got a piano over here as well. I still cannot believe 13 people actually sat through that. That's insane to me. I wish I could make another account. Let's learn the piano. Piano is my favorite instrument by far. Oh, you want to hear some? I don't actually know any classic songs. Never mind. I only know songs that I've made. I'm so bad at learning songs that already exist. I don't know what it is. I wonder if I can actually. I bet you I can figure that out. Oh, I did it. I figured it out. Wow. You know what? You know what's crazy? I just played Megalovania to 14 people on a live stream. That's insane. Game development is hard, harder than I thought. Game development is hard, harder than I thought. Trying to program stair collisions, trying to program solid blocks. How do I create an array and destroy it so it doesn't leak memory? Oh, the memory. Ugh. Oh my god. Is it hard to play on piano/MIDI keyboard? I want to try and save my money for it, but I don't know. I made so many songs without MIDI keyboard. But maybe it speeds up the process. It does. Having a MIDI keyboard is fantastic. And actually, let me go away from the piano, and I'll show you why. So let's open up some strings here. So this is what it would be like without a MIDI keyboard. Oh, there's no sound. Let me do this. It would always be the max. It would always be the maximum sound right? But if you got a MIDI, first off, you can play notes with velocity, and second off, I can control these sliders here. Oh, wait, you can't hear that, can you? Oh, no, you can. Okay. But it's a bit easier to do stuff like that. So like you could so quickly make something that sounds so nice with a MIDI. I'm not crying right now, you are. Not yet. No, we haven't gone that crazy. Whoop, don't want to play that. Let me just mute that. Not interested in hearing that again. For now. But if I get the cello... It's great. MIDI is it's also a great way to improve just music skills in general. Cause like for me, I don't take music classes. I only just started taking them for the cello a couple of weeks ago. But what I did was I just had a MIDI in front of me. So whenever I wanted to play, I just pressed the key, and no matter what I was doing on my computer, I just had the piano set up there. So if I wanted to play while I was like working or thinking, I would just be like, just go on the MIDI keyboard. Like if I grab my free piano instrument, like that's on the MIDI. And if you just do that, you kind of get a sense of what sounds nice and what doesn't. And then obviously as time goes on, if you end up really enjoying it, who knows, maybe you want to invest in something. I've touched a piano one time, but it was too long ago, and now we don't have it. Sad. Oh, that is pretty sad. You know what? Let's listen to some music. Save changes to this? No thank you. I'm not saving whatever the heck we just made. I'm gonna open up so I don't know if Jay Hunter's still here, but I'm doing some music for his game, which I actually think the demo for that is coming out soon. And last week I made this quick track. This is for like a spirit kind of vibe, like a creepy but also instrumental ambient kind of feeling. I think it sounds quite nice. Here it is. I'm gonna share the demo for his game when it comes out, and you should all play it because it's gonna be a free demo. But it's super creepy. Oh hey Spoon Sweet. Yeah, you missed the whole crazy bit where we made a song about how hard it was to be a game developer. And then we also played the cello for a bit. I think at one point we did game development. We started. May or may not have gotten sidetracked. Okay, what else should we listen to? Ooh, this one might be something that people like. Yeah, so I'll show you. You're a good pixel artist, Spoon Sweet. So I actually want your opinion on this. What could I improve here? Like, what do you think? What do you think could be better? Maybe like a shading or something on some of these things. Assuming you're still here. I don't even know if you're still here or not, but I'd like an opinion on that if you're there. Okay, let's open up. This is a boss track. There's a lot. Oh my god. Why are there so many notes? Sorry, audio issues. Oh. Okay. So I just wanted your opinion on like the pixel art of that, of what I just showed. Because I know you're a good pixel artist. I'll play this boss track. I'll fix that. Oh, okay. Well, it's good to know. It's good to know I'm in the right direction then. Okay, let's play this. The fluffy leaves thing. Oh, the fluffy leaves thing. Oh yeah. Stars. I'm glad you like it. Okay, let's get into the very. It starts very intensely. 3, 2, 1, and go. That's one of my favorite tracks. That one, imagine that playing during a boss fight. That's gonna be a banger when that gets added in. I've been doing a ridiculous amount of music lately. Probably more than I should at this point. And the background being blurred. Yeah, the blurred background looks. That's one of the big things that I found out how to get really right, was like that parallax effect with the blur and stuff. Looks great on the background. You know what? Music is fun. Music is great. I don't even know, like, I don't have anything. I don't have like a thing I need to make right now. Oh, actually, you know what? There is the Pixelmania thing. I'm not so great when it comes to doing like the more like I really like orchestral music. But when it comes to doing like I mean, I'm okay with the retro. Like I did the Midlands soundtrack, like obviously because that's my game. But I'm definitely more of an orchestral kind of person. That's like my preferred way of arranging it. I mean, it's not as great. I have like some practice, I guess, because I did the paradigm thing with Artindi, but oh, what's going on here? Just recording my audio in the thing for some reason. This is still a huge work in progress when it comes to like mixing kind of like the more modern sounds. It's not as good. Oh yeah, Artindi was here by the way, Spoon Sweet. You just missed him. He left a little while before you joined. Change it to orchestral. I mean, I don't know if that's the vibe though. The vibe is kind of like that would be epic. It would be like a John Williams trailer style, but I don't think that would be a good idea. I think keeping it chill is probably a better idea. But this has like because I wanted to emulate Artindi's song because he made one, and I wanted it to sound very similar to that, so that way people kind of felt it was familiar. Next year. Hopefully next year I'll be able to record the cello for it as well. So you can see it's a totally different vibe. Oh, I mixed the orchestral in here. You'll see in a second. I just can't help myself. That little piano thing, that's Artindi's thing. He asked me to include in it. Da, 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 da. And that is all. So that's gonna be part of the trailer for Pixelmania, which is I don't know if you guys know about that. I'll probably also share it in my Discord, but it's this thing that Artindi hosts every year in May, where every day you make a pixel art based on a theme, and it's great for practice. It's also awesome to see other people's art. Seki music people are magicians. We are not magicians. We are what's a good word to describe music people? We are come on, listen, I need to complete the joke. What do I do? What are music people? They are insane. I think that's a better way of saying it. No, I'm sure magicians. Do you have perfect pitch? Your melodies are good. No, I do not have perfect pitch. Although, a lot of people, my family, oh my god, I don't understand my family, bro. They're insane with music. I don't know if I picked it up from them, but like, I remember my uncle. It's actually a little story. He's old now, but back in like the 70s and the 80s, he was like a touring guitarist, and um, he learned guitar but on his own because he couldn't pay for lessons when he was younger. So he literally just had to figure it out. And now he's like 60, 65 years old, and he's a guitar genius. And he was poor. He was poor. My uncle's family was they were musicians. Their family were musicians, so they didn't have a lot of money growing up. Um, he is like he's been playing for 60 years on the guitar. He's a maestro, dude. He's never had lessons, but he can do anything. It's like he could probably go blindfolded, use one hand, and he could probably just like play Wonderwall. I don't know any guitar songs. I don't listen to a lot of guitar music. Unless you play classical music, yes. Unless you're a pop singer or a rapper, you're not making that much money in music. That was nice. Okay. So back to by the way, Spoon Sweet, we're recreating that game that you saw. We're remaking it because I didn't like how the code base looked and felt. Let's play. Yeah. Oh, our stairs are working. Awesome. Oliver? Hold on a second. My dog is barking at me. Game Maker? Yes, Game Maker. Alrighty. Okay, so that was faster than I thought. Stairs, I guess, just work. I was really not expecting that. I thought I was going to have to do more code for that, but hey, you know what? The less the merrier. I don't think that's how that saying goes. I think it's the more the merrier. But we'll make up our own. But we definitely have some work to do on the jumping and stuff, getting that to animate correctly. Yeah, I'll fix that later. For now, we're going to get the physics working. Game Maker versus Unity, which is better? Ah, yes. The question we all want answered. Sadly to say, Game Maker Studio 2, sorry, Unity. It's better for 2D games. Hate to break it to you. For the most part. There's some things in Unity that are very, very nice. Okay. So it looks like to me, I don't know what to program next. Let's program the dialogue, actually. I kind of am in the mood to do that. Haha, we win. Game Maker games have better soundtracks. Undertale? Yo. Where are the Undertale fans at? GUI width. Godot wins. It's got Sonic. No, I can't believe this. We've been uprooted. Undertale, Hyperlight, Hotline Miami have absolute banger soundtracks. See you later, Spoonsweet. What's 1920 divided by 6? That's 320, right? I think so. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna draw our dialogue now. So string, we'll say, hello, this is a test string. And say target. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw this text to the surface and we're going to make it kind of animate. So we'll draw set alpha surf, or we'll say text alpha. So we'll kind of fade in a little bit. Okay. Godot is like a game engine industry intruder. It's getting a lot of updates. I keep an eye on it. It might turn into something really great. Okay, we're going to draw text transformed. And then our text 110. So let's specify the position we're going to draw the text for our dialogue. We will say, what do we want? Where do we want to do it? To the left, probably. So text x equals 2, text y equals GUI height minus offset. Let's create a variable called offset. Set equal to 32. And then, oh, we want to draw like a background for it as well. So let's draw a round rectangle. And it wants to be a black rectangle. Hello, Nezrox. I feel like I've seen you before. I don't quite remember though. Okay, this was going to draw the rectangle. Perhaps near to... Yes, that's where it is. That's where I remember your name from. Okay. Hey, welcome to all the people who are joining now. So, since we're getting some new folks, let's quickly take a look at, this is the game we're going to be making. I already made it technically, but we're going to be remaking it. I want to make it better than it was before, so I'm just recoding it. But this is essentially what we're going to be developing. Looks very pretty. It's got some rain, some dialogue, bunch of cool stuff. Inventory, all that nice stuff. Oh yeah. So right now we're gonna code the dialogue system, make it a little bit better. Okay. Let's throw in our dialogue object in here. Hello, block explosion. Oh, I forgot to draw a surface. What happens if I do this? I'm actually quite curious. Oh, forgot to set a variable. And I forgot to create more variables. A rectangle X and Y. Hey, Mutator. Yeah, so we're gonna remake this. Pretty big task, but the code base for this is awful as it is, so we're gonna make it better. Okay, so if we press that button, that brings up this little box. Very nice. I mean, so far it's good progress. You know, we got our player physics up and running and the collisions and stuff. So, are you planning on remaking it in one go? I don't know. There's more depth to this than you think there is. Let me open it up again. I didn't show you everything. So first off, there's the inventory system, which has the custom font. You can chuck things out. You can equip things on your player. There's a world map you can go and scroll through and travel to different areas on the world map. Okay, so that's quite already a lot. Yeah, I know the logic, which is what matters the most. But the problem is, like, this was such an experimental little project that it was like the code was so specific and it was a lot of spaghetti code, and I don't really feel like building upon that if I want to make this project an actual thing. So I'd rather just remake it, because although it might take like a week or so to recode everything, it will probably save me months of coding in the future. But it looks very pretty. Make it rain. That's gotta be like the most pointless feature. And you can sit. Like, why would I even put that there? There's no reason for that. Actually, wait, no, there is. Can I hurt myself? There's a button to hurt myself. Oh, that's my camera. That's not my hurt button. That's the restart button. Hurt button. Oh, you know what? I think I can touch the enemy and get hurt. Or maybe I can't even get hurt yet. I don't think I coded that. But the health bar works. Health bar is sick. Yeah, the rain. So one of the big things that I was really messing around with in this project was the visuals. I wanted to kind of upgrade that a bit. So what I did was I actually have 3 different rain layers. So I have one in the foreground, one blurred in the background, and another one that's even farther blurred in the background. And it layers it so it looks so nice. It gives it a great feel to it. Okay, now. Hello, this is a test string. Wonderful. Let's just put that to 1 so I can test it easier. It probably took me, it was like just a month, but I wasn't really working on it. It was just kind of like a thing in the background. So yeah, thanks for watching. We had a lot of people. We had like almost 20 people at one point while we were making the game development is hard song. I'm so sad that some of you guys missed that because that was hilarious. Okay. And we'll also say when we activate it, we'll start actually animating the text. So say that. So index is plus. Index 0. And the character to add to the text equals string get string char at. String is our string, and the index is our index. And then we just say text plus equals char to add if text is not equal to string. So what I'm hoping that I'll do is it should say nothing. If I press the activate button. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see it start typing. Look at that. That's awesome. I already got like the text animating working. And I do have a custom font that I made, but I won't put that in just yet. I just want to get the physics down first and like the code base, and then we'll deal with the graphics later. So it's good that we have this already functioning. We'll draw a border around it as well. That's quite a nice text box. It's not so bad. Should I add a system for text speed? That's technically already there. I already have it. If I want to change it, I can just change the text speed variable right there. And then if I press G, you can see it'll animate slower. So if I wanted to, I could have like an option to increase that value or decrease it. This is why I wanted to recode it, because I didn't have this kind of stuff before. I wanted to code the systems so that way I could change and modify them and stuff. In a way to change it between each dialogue or parts of dialogue. I don't fully understand that. I think you mean going from text to text. Okay. Oh, I want to try something else actually. Boom. Let's give that a shot. and that gives us a border on the text. That looks a bit funky. Why is that? Yeah, why is that? That's quite odd. And for other characters, you could do the opposite. Do you think it'll be worth it? Well, I think what I would do is I would just make it so that you can press a button to make it go faster. It's good for the player to have a choice. I need to figure out why the outline is drawing itself like this. Oh, it's because of the surface. There we go. See, now that is a text box right there. That's what I'm talking about. And we're going to make it animate and bob up and down. So we'll say plus sign timer divided by 100. Or actually, oh, whoops, forgot a parenthesis. Now, what is going on here? Why shall you not animate up and down? I must know the answer. Let's make our own timer variable instead. See if that's the problem. Yep. Let's use a global timer though. Create that in our camera. Script init global variables. Global dot timer equals 0. And we'll also have a script update global variables. And we'll create there we are. Global timer plus plus. So the reason why I like to use a global timer for stuff like this is because when I want to use sine functions, you want to have like an oscillating feeling to it. So I have a timer that increments by 1, and I don't want to have it in every single individual object, which is what I did before, right? And that causes a lot of lag as time goes on, because you got a number that's just going up and up to infinity, and it's not a good idea. So I'm also going to cap that as well. I'll say if global.timer is greater than 10,000, I'll set it back to 0. So it's foolproof. So now I'm hoping that'll kind of animate the dialog box up and down. Yeah, it is. Okay. There we go. That's kind of what I wanted. Look at that. That's a nice little bobbing animation. And for anyone out there who wants to do something similar, sine functions. I'm telling you, trigonometry functions are the way to go for this stuff. If we press G, the text also follows the box. Of course, we can't even see it because it's doesn't actually have it's not white. Kind of needs it to be white on a black background. So let's do that. And we'll use a temporary font until I get my sprite font, because I have to now basically remake that. I have the sprites for it, but I have to reorganize it. So we'll say font pixel. I also got this really nice font called Biddy. It's a great pixel art font. And we'll draw set font pixel. And now, yeah, this is like a great code base so far to me. I'm working on my own code base as well as for my next game. I learned a lot from my first game release. Sure, Bitland saw you a lot. It did. That game is sort of like my demo to game development. It was just like me kind of going in and thinking, all right, what cool things can I add to this? And then I just did it. And so that's why I learned a lot from it. And there it is. Hello, this is a test string. Now, I am wondering why the text is being drawn under the... Why is it being drawn like that? That's really strange. Oh. You know what? Is it this? Yeah. Let's just fix the text alpha there. There we go. Was Bitlands your first bigger project? Oh God. Yes. It's the first one I finished, at least. I think I've done some more in the past. Like I did one when like my first project. I was so ambitious. I was like only 14 or 13. I didn't really understand what I was doing, but I tried to make this procedural generation game. I actually got it to work, surprisingly, but it was so awful. I didn't know how to do art, so I just like stole assets from the internet, so it looks so weird. Let's see if I can find a screenshot. Ah, here we are. Found it. Here, okay. So, I'll share this in my Discord so you can look at it. But essentially, this is what it was. It looks something like this. It was all procedurally generated, which was really cool, but really ambitious at the same time. So of course it went nowhere. Post that in general. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to position our text properly. So our text x should be our offset plus 8. And our text Y should be our offset times 1.5. And here's what we're going to do. We'll make our text speed a little bit slower, and we will well, you know what? Let's make it so we can toggle on and off, because we're going to have to do that anyway. And we'll give ourselves a longer text string. This is a very long text string. I'm seeing how much I can fit into this line of dialogue. Draw text ext transformed. That's what I'm looking for. So this is a great function that allows you to have a line separation. So like if I want to, after it reaches a certain length, it'll do a line break and it'll start the text on another line. Oh, what's this? The X scale. Oh, I gotta hold on a second. There's new parameters in this. Why do you use GameMaker instead of Unity or Construct? GameMaker is better for 2D games, from my experience. But Unity is the king of 3D still. This engine is just more optimized for 2D. It's got better functionality in my opinion. But maybe it won't for you. Maybe it's harder for you to do it in here. Separation 12. And the width is GY width. That's offset times 3. Scales 1, 1, 0. Let's give that a shot. How's that look? Oh, my player disappears. Why are you disappearing? That's not good. Oh, because I have to reset my alpha. Otherwise, everything will be drawn at the alpha of my... Okay, there we go. So we press G. Hello, this is a test string. This is a very long text string. I'm seeing how much I can fit into this line of dialogue. So it does work. We can change the position a little bit, though. Yeah, you know, I actually have a function that I made just for that. Check this out. Let's go into my files. I have this script. I think it might be in my Bitlands. No. It basically what it does is it resets the draw. I can just remake the script here actually. Draw reset. And I just say draw set color C white, so this will reset the color. Draw set alpha. Jeez, I can't type 1. And then draw set H align FA center, and then draw set V align FA middle. And so then what I do is I'll go into my dialog, and instead of saying like draw set alpha, I'll just say draw reset, and so that'll handle all of that stuff for me. Okay, awesome. So now I also just have to make sure. Oh, and also I forgot the default for drawing is not the center, it is the left, the top left, not the middle. I'm so used to other stuff now. Okay, wonderful. Okay, we'll move that text up to the top. I also do want to have like a speaker, right? So we'll say that we'll do that as well. will draw our speaker plus that. I made the mistake with alpha so many times. Yeah. It happens. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Let's see what happens. Okay, awesome. It does what I want. Okay, I just have to change the position now. I want to have like a header text. No, why are you not? Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. So that'll be our speaker Y. And our text Y is going to be like that. Why did I remove the met? There we go. See, this is what I was looking for. This right here. Oh, bye. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining. Okay. Wonderful. And the separation is a bit too much between the text, so we'll make that like 10. It's not too bad. And for our width, that's what I want to do. This makes me sad. Why are you sad? Is it because do you not like goodbyes? You spend a week reading a text box is made. Oh, okay. I mean, I've done it before, which is why I'm able to do it. But I definitely I get that feeling. Well, I've totally had that where like I've seen someone I really want to do something, and then it's like I see someone else do it in like 2 minutes, and I'm like, what? How do you do this? Because I've been working on it for like a week, just like sweating so hard, just trying to get everything right. So yeah, this looks good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I don't mean to make you feel that way. Yeah, once we get the custom font, it'll be the cherry on top, and with the little animations and stuff, that'll be even better. But first, there's also some weird thing where it's not activating. I'm not sure why. But like, if I press G, if it's oh, because we set active to true. No, if active, else. Strange. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's make some color codes, actually. That's another base thing we can do. When I draw text, I like to create some like color hex codes. So I'll just say global.yellow color. Actually, I'll just use RGB. Let's make color RGB. What's a nice color? Let's find a yellow color. 255, 179, 13. And then I can draw, instead of saying like set C yellow, I'll just say global dot color yellow color. And I'll draw it, hopefully a yellow color. Yeah. Adds a little bit of extra something to it. That's more green though. And we will also, because we want to be able to go through text pages, right? So we have to also think about that. So if the is not equal, so what I like to do, this is also a very cool thing I like to do with dialogue systems. So instead of making some super complex AI to figure out the dialogue, I will literally just have a symbol on my keyboard like the tilde that just tells me when to stop the dialogue and go to the next one. So I'll just say if it's not equal to a tilde, then we'll keep doing our dialogue. Else, we'll stop. And we will say dialogue paused equals true. So we'll set that as another variable. And then we'll say here, if dialogue paused, draw triangle, text x plus off plus string width speaker what do I want to do for the y? Speaker y plus 1 text x plus string width speaker. We'll say minus 2 plus 2. Then for the second y value of the triangle, we'll say speaker. You know what? This is a really complex line of code. Let's just make a sprite. I don't want to bother with that. We'll just say SPR dialogue triangle. Or just SPR triangle. And text X. That's too long of a line of code. No need for that. Speaker Y. Okay, let's create that sprite. And the color yellow is, what was that value again? It was 213. And we will trim this. Where's the trim? Crop, auto trim all frames. I will center you. We'll head back to our dialogue and we will draw the triangle. Like so. What does that look like? Am I hallucinating? I don't see a triangle there. Oh, because I didn't put a tilde at the end of this thing. So that tilde will tell the dialogue to stop. So once it's paused, at the end of the dialogue, it'll pause itself. There it is. Okay. And also going to put the text speed back to 1 so it's very fast. And I will change the Y position of where that is being drawn. Okay. We'll get it right. All right, I think that's going to be it. Yeah, okay. Awesome stuff. There we go. And we'll also make a blink as well. And if our speaker name is longer, like Riptide, the third Lord Cornelius. What am I saying? Just put something random there. It should hopefully adjust for that as well. Okay, no, it does not. Oh, yeah. Plus string width speaker. Also, let me just get rid of that if statement so I can see it more easily. There we go. So now it'll also correctly scale with the name so I can have custom names as well. Okay, that's looking awesome, honestly. And to make it blink, that is easier than you think. We'll make 2 frames, and 1 frame will literally just be empty. And then I can say, for the index slow. Index slow, 0. Index slow plus equals 0.05. And if index slow is greater than 10, slow equals 0. So now you can see it blinks. Okay, awesome. I'll put that if statement back because now we know that it works. And you know what? Just for the heck of it, let's also animate the surface. Let's give it some squash and stretch. Okay. That's for our X, 0. Okay, there we go. Oh, you know what? It should be this. That's quite hard to tell, actually, what that even is. Okay, that's a little bit too much. What if we, instead of doing... Oh, that might actually work. Let's try doing this. This should look much better. Okay. There we go. We have ourselves a custom little text thing here. And also to make sure we can go to other dialogues, right? We will say this. We'll say this is the second line dialogue. And we'll say once we've paused to reach the end of our dialogue, so if dialogue paused, then we'll wait for user input. So we'll say if mouse check button, or actually if dialogue next text, oh, index plus plus. Yeah, that's it. And we'll say var dialogue next equals keyboard. We'll say actually this. If keyboard check pressed VK. Ooh, what's a good key for dialogue? W. Ord W. Or keyboard check, or mouse check button press and be left, dialogue next equals true. Oh, I didn't mean to run the game. Oh, forgot to set the variable. That's my bad. Okay, and once we're done with this, I think I'll end the stream here for now. Quite certain I just created that variable. Oh. Not in the way it wanted me to. Okay, don't crash, please. So if I click, that is the second line of dialogue. Okay, wonderful. And we can say text plus equals, well, I have a little space there between the next thing. And so this is where we refresh the dialogue. So we'll say we'll just say text equals nothing. So now when we click, we're done with the text. It'll start the second line of dialogue. So we can now do infinite dialogues. Ah. Dialogue paused equals false. We'll put that in there. Okay, wonderful. What's the symbol for adding another line? in Game Maker. This works fine though. This is second line of dialogue. This is working exactly as I wanted it to. That is awesome. And we will also say at the end, in order to end the dialogue, we'll just say if end the dialogue. If char string at char index +1 equals nothing, then what do we want to do? We want to just say end our dialogue, right? Oh, dialogue dot active equals false. Oh my god, we got it working perfectly. I love that. And then when we open it, we have to make sure we also reset it. Check pressed. That's what was going on. And all right, we have finished. We can press our dialogue button. When we pause it, our little pointer shows up. If we click on it or press W, we go to the next line of text. And if we click again, it disappears, which is really awesome. I love that. Okay. We'll also just make it so when we open it up again, it'll show the correct dialogue. And we reset our index as well. So let's do that. That should be the final step, I'm hoping. Please, pretty please. Press G. And there we are. That's so awesome. So we've created... Let's go over what we did today. We did a lot of stuff today. We created our player physics. Got our animations up and working. We created our dialogue system, which is a huge thing. We created stair collisions going up stairs, which actually looks a little bit jank. So I can maybe fix those a little bit later, but it actually just looks fine. But really the dialogue, that's a huge one. That looks so clean. I'm really happy with how this looks. Wait, did I spell my name wrong? I forgot an I. Riptide. It's Riptide. All right, well, thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. I'll keep this as a VOD so you can watch all the shenanigans that happened during the stream, because there was a point where we were literally writing a song about how game development was hard, and I was doing some awful singing. So, I want to check that out. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening in. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, I'll see you guys next stream. Bye.